Hello, Virgo. What's up? Welcome back. We are going to check in with the person on your mind and see what is going on between you two. Right. What is the overall energy? What is going on here for you? This will be for November. Okay, I like it. The Ace of Pentacles. This is a new start, a new beginning. Some of you may have like a new financial opportunity coming for you. Money-wise, it looks like you also like taking some sort of lead here with the King of Wands. You have like a new project, okay? And if it's not a new project, this is someone really being interested in you, really taking the lead when it comes to proving you that they are serious when it comes to this relationship, when it comes to getting to the next level here, all right? But be mindful because we have the Seven of Swords. And that's actually normal with the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is a fire energy and they can be like all over someone, but then when they get bored, they kind of like swift away. So they're not always very consistent when it comes to their interest. Okay, so the Seven of Swords does indicate that you may need to watch out. Also, when a King of Wands comes up and shows up somewhere, it's an energy of like someone that is very persisting, very controlling sometimes, in the lowest energy. Okay, like they could be also very aggressive. So these are just like things and like red flags to keep in mind, especially now when we are just entering the Mercury retrograde, and it is in the sign of Sagittarius. So there could be like a Sagittarius or another fire sign resurfacing back from the past, from the death, and you know that this person tried to get away with something that they did in the past. However, now they're returning, and whenever there are people returning in the Mercury retrograde, especially if it is their sign, it might be a message of like, keep your eyes open, okay? Right, let's see what their true feelings are. Then we'll check in with their intentions and their view of you, their actions, and then the outcome. Okay, the Knight of Swords, way too quick. They want to escalate things, and that's also not a good sign, right? Like, I'm just here to warn you, pre-warn you, but someone that is just way too quick. I'm also hearing like a love bombing situation. So for some of you, you might be experiencing a little bit of a love bombing energy here with that Knight of Swords, but also like very blunt in their communication, very blunt. And I'm also hearing, not for all, but just be mindful in the month of November, okay? But with that Knight of Swords, it could be someone that is trying to, I had something in my mind and it just kind of like went away. I feel like sometimes, or for some of you Virgos, you might not even really care about this person, or like even if they said something that was a little bit humiliating is what I was getting actually. Some of you may take it very personal, but for others of you, there is also this energy of like, oh, I really don't care, you know, like block, you know, that type of energy is going to come through. Okay, the Knight of Swords is someone that could be very blunt, especially if this is a fire sign or a Sagittarius, and they are frustrated. They can be very blunt in their energy. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, someone that is very much protecting their independence, which doesn't make sense, because if they are here trying to offer you a solid commitment, they probably also want you to commit to them in a certain way, right? I'm getting like a bit of a hierophant type of energy, right? Like when someone wants you to commit to all their rules, but when it comes to you asking for the compromise, they would be like, oh, no. You can tell me what to do, or like, I'm going to behave and act as single as fuck. And then you're just there like, but I had to commit to your rules. How come you're not committing to my rules? You know what I mean? Like, nah. Yeah, smart ass buddy. You smart ass buddy. Yeah, take it slow. Okay, take it slow. Take it slow. Tell me something more. How do they feel? Maybe they feel like you are a little bit too self-sufficient. And the Knight of Swords could be trying to test you, test your boundaries, and also try to make you feel a little bit guilty for being self-sufficient. Because let's be honest, some people can take that because they want people to be overly attached, okay? It does not always mean that they want to attach back to you, but they do want you to make them the center of your world. However, the other way around, they're just like, no. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're dealing with someone that is highly confused right now, okay? Highly confused, stuck in their stuck in the old ways. Because for me, the Eight of Swords, whenever it pops up, that shows to me that someone has like their old stuck ways, like things that are mentally blocking them. Could be some sort of judgments, right? Could be self-judgment, but also like judgment of your lifestyle or you or the way you dress, the way you do things. Like there is some sort of unresolved issue within their own traumas. Now, whenever this happens, everyone has like different experiences, right? So when you would say something and they would feel like overly attacked or things in that nature, is because they had like a bad experience with a specific thing in their life. However, that does not have anything to do with you. But if that trauma is not resolved within their own head, they will make judgments based from their own trauma. That's why go into therapy, guys. like send them to therapy. Okay, I don't know where this comes from, but anyway, I hope I made you laugh with that, but seriously, why do I get that so strongly? Like, I feel like I don't know why, but I feel like you might be getting into a state, Virgo, where you just are laughing at things right now. It's just like, isn't that just so oblivious? Like, you know what I mean? That energy of like, am I the only one that's seeing that in that person? Or like, what is wrong with that person? Or what is wrong with this? I don't know. I feel like there could be some sort of, you're starting to kind of like create more sarcasm here for yourself, or when it comes to certain situations, I don't know. Anyway, the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Again, I'm getting a very wibbly wobbly, mentally not stable person. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like Eight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. That's just like someone that doesn't really know where to put priorities, where to put like, put your head on the shelf and just, calm it down. I feel like there is something just strange about this person's behavior. I see it. I just feel it so strongly. I have a friend that had like a cat. Sent me the picture of it. It was like, here's a brain, use it. You know what I mean? Like that's what I feel like that's going on with this energy, that you're like, man, use that brain. You know what I mean? Like, why are you being like that? And then we have the Four of Wands. I mean, like, they love to be around you. They love to feel safe around you. You do bring some sort of happiness and safety for this person. Like, they love the way that you care. And you love the way they lie. That just came up to my head, like Rihanna and Eminem. I love the way you lie. That was just a joke, by the way. Their intentions. Let's see what their true intentions are. That's when I kind of like, no. Okay. Oh. Actually, I like that. I like that. So this is someone that has been abandoned in their life. The Five of Pentacles is really an energy of feeling lost, feeling alone, even going through some sort of financial loss, or even a loss of family members or friends, as well as partners. So they have been feeling quite isolated for a long time. Now, that could be one of the reasons. So please mind you, if you are a cross watcher, and I was making a little bit fun here, the story kind of like changed up here. So I really don't want to insult anyone. Just trying to make life a little bit more Sagittarius-like, The Nine of Wands is actually like a very protective type of energy, like trying to protect oneself from getting hurt again, trying to protect oneself from getting, lost in the sauce, getting lost in the shuffle. And this person is just doing that like maybe overly defending themselves. But when we cannot be ourselves and we are in that survival mode because of our traumas, we do tend to act in ways that isn't in alignment with us, simply because our nervous system is completely like shocked from this Five of Pentacles. And it is very normal that some people can react in a different way, or they are so stuck within something that has happened in their life that they just want to kind of like protect and defend themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get into social environments. I don't want to get this. I don't want to get like that. And it's like the nervous system is still like not regulated right now. So again, this is just like self-protection right now, because they know that they are acting awkward. They know that they are not acting quite as they should. And maybe you are feeling that, and that's why you're just like laughing it off and then like, okay, I'm gonna let this slide through. You know what I mean? Like, let it slide, buddy. But yeah, like deep down in their heart, they have a deep connection with you. They have deep love for you. They know that you both kind of like belong to one another. All right. Could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. I have least Cancer. I feel more Pisces and Scorpio energies here, but take however that resonates. But, they're still like finding their inner balance when it comes to their emotions. And that's why they want to take it a little bit slow. And that could be also one of the reasons that sometimes they push away, right? Like they push people away or you away. They're still kind of like searching for themselves, right? With that Nine of Pentacles, could be also like searching for themselves. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. But their overall intentions are good. They want to kind of like rebuild this slow, give you as much as they can give you, but also in a fair way, in a just way. So I love the Six of Pentacles. I love the Page of Pentacles here together with those King and Queens. Is someone that is emotionally rebuilding phase in their life. So you might be aware of that as well. Like I said, that's why you make it let it slide. All right. How do they view my lovely Virgos right now? How do they view you? Okay, Knight of Wands, which is odd. I do see the moon here. Because the Knight of Wands is not your energy. It's not your typical energy. So maybe you are a little bit in that weird Sagittarius energy. Not that I'm weird because I'm Sagittarius, but let's be honest, we do have a Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. So, these type of Sagittarius symptoms could be coming out of people right now, being quite blunt or being funny, sarcastic, or not really thinking things through, being quite energetic and just like not thinking things through, doing things without really being yourself, because this is not your energy. Queen of Pentacles, like you are a Virgo, you are more like very solid energy. Well, most likely, it does not have to be. But right now, I feel like you are also not really behaving yourself. They see you as someone that's very secretive, that maybe, taking adventures without really showing that off. Three of Cups. They may be even suspecting you to have someone else, that you're maybe dealing with a third party. For some of you, they maybe even think that you are, sexually active somewhere else. This is what I'm getting. Like, there is absolutely a trust issue towards you, Virgo. Magician and the Four of Swords. It's like they're split-minded. Like, at one part, they're like, okay, I know that Virgo might be just tired and just taking a rest, but their mind is just like going, like overflow isn't like, no. I'm sure Virgo is somewhere out playing dirty on me. You know what I mean? Like they cannot sleep. They see you as like one big mystery. They can't seem to find out. Somehow, for some of you, you might just like disappear from social media. You're not showing anything of your moves, and they feel like quite restless about that. Like, you make this person restless, Virgo. They are completely restless. Okay, they feel like you have a lot of magical skills. I wouldn't say magician skills, but magical skills to maybe create a different scenario than what you show. So it's like you show something of yourself and they know that there could be like their little mind or behind it that you're not showing them. So they're just like, which doom scenarios should I believe in? You know what I mean? So this is quite telling me that you are kind of like dug down here. That you're not showing all your hands, that you are making them really wonder where you're at and whether you are misbehaving somewhere else or not. It doesn't have to be like that, but you may be making them believe that as well, just to get back to them. And that's why they're trying to be like, okay, let me just like be cold and detached and just analyze Virgo in all sorts of ways. And they can't seem to get to that truth. They're trying to get to some sort of conclusion about you, but you're just like, either your energy is all over the place and they can't really pin that energy down, and it's really making them feel like, okay, where is that consistent Leo? Where's that consistent Virgo at? You know, they were so used to always know consistently that what you were doing and where you were and how you were doing. You probably send them like not hundred, but like a few paragraphs, right? Like you always used to tell them how you feel, what you did, how you moved, how your day was, and now you're just like, I ain't telling nobody shit. You know? Makes them really restless. That's why they may be coming up accusing you, because the Knight of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles is a very accusive type of vibration, so be mindful. Okay, what are their next actions? So their passion for you is going to take the lead. So there could be like some flare up when it comes to their passion towards you. This is something that they've been thinking about for a long time, but they're still not sure. Okay, this is someone that could be reaching out to you, say like, hey, what's up, how are you? And then they kind of like disappear. Then they suddenly don't answer. And it's because mentally they're just not convinced yet of what to believe when it comes to you. They're still like in a mess. They still need to like figure themselves out in a sense. And they feel like, I feel like they are very obsessed with you, like obsessed with who you are, what you do, where you're at, in such a way that they feel like, okay, you know what? I need to work on myself first. I need to work on jumping to these conclusions where there is no evidence to that. So I feel like your presence, your self-sufficiency, and you not really trying to validate their emotions and them in their life is making them aware of the mirror. Okay, I like that actually. What's the advice? Page of Swords. Be on the outlook. My advice would be, Virgo, Page of Swords, the Devil, and the Five of Swords. My advice would be, don't fall for these traps. Don't bite into it. If you get like a message and you're actually like frustrated with them and you're just like, I need more effort or I need more of this, then just do not reply. Do not give them the validation that they need. Because the Devil and the Five of Swords is simply saying that this person could be starting to test your boundaries, trying to see what your reaction is going to be, or even worse, trying to gaslight you on something just to get their own validation in some sort of way. So your advice is to stay out of any type of toxicity, to not follow that niggling feeling in you that is just like, I need to know what this and that. No, you don't need to know anything. Block it, or just like distance yourself until the truth gets revealed. Yeah. Because this person is really battling their own spooks and their own ghosts in their head. Like, I'm telling you that they're mentally not quite stable, and it's better to kind of like have like a precaution and avoid getting into a conflict than just like allow them to trigger you and then like react back. Okay, that's what I have for you, my lovely Virgos. I hope you got something out of this. Let me know how this resonated for you. Drop a like and also hype the video. Send it to anyone that needs this. And if you are interested in the reading, Why They Ghosted You, you can find it in the link in the description box, theillestilluminator.com, where you can also find readings that you can book with me, or you can go to my Hypsee page. And for others of you, I'll see you very soon. Let me know if you need an emergency anytime soon, but I will be there for more emergency readings. So I'll catch you soon. Take care.